Hey Crafty Mavens, it's Vanessa here, and today we are going to put together a Christmassy layout from our stash. And what I'm going to do today is put a layout together that is using pattern papers, none of which are actually Christmas themed, but all the ephemera and sort of different embellishments that I'm going to put on this layout are Christmas themed. So I'm going to take the approach of using papers from my stash that are not related to Christmas and then keep my embellishments related to this sort of Christmas theme. So there you see at the beginning, I showed you the pattern papers that I was using. I have a combination from past hip kits. I have some Felicity Jane, and the paper behind the photo itself is actually from Heidi Swap. So completely different manufacturers, but they all work, and this is a very colorful and bright layout for sure. I am definitely not going down the traditional Christmas colors either for this one. It is very bright and fun and colorful. So that's why I kept my white cardstock just plain white. I didn't put any color on it because all of the color that I'm using on this layout, I didn't need to add anything to my white cardstock because this already had way more than enough going on. So I'm keeping my design for this one very middle oriented. So my photo is going to go right in the center, and then I'm going to build two clusters off to each side of the photo and then have those little Christmas ornaments hanging from the top. So they kind of act almost as a third cluster. I already had sort of the idea of how I wanted this layout to come together in my head, and so basically all I had to do was pick the pattern papers and the embellishments that I wanted to use and have it put together on the page like I saw it in my head. So that's basically what I'm doing here, is I'm kind of just going through all of that ephemera and different stickers and embellishments that all have the Christmas theme. These are all from past hip kits, and I'm just kind of going through and picking some different items that kind of work with my picture. I have these labels that I'm putting some clear stickers on. One says Merry Christmas and the other one says Excitement. I have a journal card that says All Was Quiet. This is actually a picture of my tree on Christmas Eve a couple of years back, and it's, the quiet minutes before we head to bed and the next day's crazy chaos of opening presents. And so that is what I'm scrapbooking here. I will eventually put some journaling on that Project Life card that I have off to the right side of the photo. I don't do that on camera, but I will do that later. So here I've laid everything out, and now I'm working on the two hanging ornaments that'll be at the top of the layout. At first, I thought I was going to do sort of a bow and hang the ornaments like that from the top of the page. I decided, however, just to have this thread loop through each of the ornaments and just hang them over the top of the layout. So you'll see here I'm going to kind of get those all laid out, and then off camera I'm going to go ahead and glue everything down and then come back and finish up the layout with the title and a few finishing embellishments. But essentially how you see it right here is how when I come back I will have everything glued down. So there you see I've got everything down, and like I said, very bright, very fun, very colorful. And now here are just the finishing touches for this layout. I have a little puffy house there that I'm going to put beside Santa, and then here I'm going to take this word Christmas from this pack of stickers, kind of like thickers that came from a hip kit a couple of years back as well. I'm going to take this word Christmas and I'm going to put it right here along the bottom. It kind of connects those two embellishment clusters at the bottom of the layout. And then right below the Christmas, I am going to spell the word Eve. So basically, super simple title. I kept it exactly what this photo is, and that is, it is of the Christmas tree with all the presents on Christmas Eve. So that is what the title for this one is going to be. And it fits kind of perfectly right in between that H and the T. So I liked how that worked out. as a finishing touch, I'm just going to take a couple of these green stars and then a couple of these gold stars from this other thicker set or sticker set, and I'm just going to dot those in each of my clusters. And with that, guys, I'm going to call this one done. There are still photos at the end, and please check back again tomorrow for more inspiration from the Crafty Maven. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.